All right, ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back. Welcome back to another episode on Atonicus Aurelius Motivates, my channel here. Glad to be back with y'all again today on Thursday. And it's early. I done got out the house this morning early. Got down here. I'm at a little bit different of a location again today. So anyway, but y'all already know what we about to do. We fixing to go ahead and get into this topic of the day and this walk and talk thing, which we normally always do over here. So y'all already know what we do. Every time I get out, do my walk and talk exercise thing, we have a discussion over the topic of the day. Then after that, if anyone would like to leave any positive feedback in the comment section below, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And I appreciate all those of you who have already subscribed to my channel. If you're new here, click that subscribe button and welcome. And also ring the bell so you can be notified every time when I create new content. With that being said, y'all already know I just go ahead and give an introduction to myself and my channel. I would like to go ahead and do that at this time. So I'm Atonicus Aurelius. This is my channel, Atonicus Aurelius Motivates. And everything that we do over here on my channel is all positive vibes, uplifting, encouraging videos. For those of you who may be going through your own personal battles, struggles, hardships, difficulties, or whatever you're facing in life, like I currently am. Okay, so that's what this is all about. And y'all already know every time before I start the video or the topic of the day, I always like to just take a brief moment to tell about my life and what I've experienced and what I've lived through. And this is for any of you who may be new here or do not know of this. Okay, so here where I live, they done put my life through pure hell, man. They done literally tried to kill us, me and my mother. They tried to destroy my entire life and existence, tried to wipe me off the map. And I already know the reason why this happened. Because the reason why this happened is because of who I am and what God called me to do. And because of my music, everything that I do. And it's because of the enemy, Satan, who targeted me to try to take me out, him and his demonic forces. Ephesians 6:12. That's who I'm wrestling against. That's who I'm wrestling against out here when it all boils down to it in a nutshell. Really, and I know that and I understand that more fully right now. But like I said, you know, what I survived here was pure hell. And anyway, I've done told this story before, but this is what really happened to me. People literally tried to destroy my entire life and tried to kill us, but they tried to silence my voice. They tried to what they tried to do was they tried to humiliate me, sabotage me. They tried to do everything to me that was evil and wicked to bring my bank account down to $0.00. And I know they did this intentionally to try to keep me small, to try to do things to me, to make me second guess myself, to try to really, I think what the whole motive behind it was to try to make me unalive myself or do something to me to harm myself. And when all of that failed, then the next thing they tried to do, the last ditch effort, what they tried to do, and this happened on September 25th, 2024, was they shot up my house in a drive-by shooting. And to this day, we're going on 10 months now. This is July, since it happened. And the perpetrator or perpetrators has still not been apprehended or caught or brought into justice. in a criminal court of law here. So that already tells me right there by itself that the whole thing was covered up by the powers that be. I'm almost 100% certain of that, okay? I would say that I'm like 99.99% certain that that's exactly what happened. Because before all of this happened, they weaponized the Babylon system against me to try to ruin my business, to come and try to chase me down and terrorize me with the business license department men when I was out here barely making ends, living with my 83-year-old mama in a little mobile home, cutting grass with a Walmart lawnmower and Home Depot equipment. And so I already know beyond a shadow of a doubt that that's the reason why they did what they did to me. They weaponized the system against me and tried to keep me with $0 in my bank account. At times, I struggled to keep $100 in my bank account, okay? Because of the things these wicked, evil people done did to me. But anyway, I'm putting this out here because this is really what happened. This is really what happened. This is what I survived. And so the night when they shot my house all up, I done told the story before. I had to dive bomb in my hallway. My mom screamed bloody murder. They terrorized us that night. And I have never forgotten about it, and I never will. Because what they did was, after they did that and unloaded a clip on my house, pat, 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 pat. After they did that, then we had to stay up all night because we had to wait for the police to come. And then the very next night, we had to go through a Hurricane Helene storm, which kept us up all night again, a second night in a row. So 2 nights in a row, we didn't sleep and was afraid we was going to die because tornado warnings was going off on our phone the next night from the storm. And so anyway, this all happened to me. This is what I survived. This is what I lived through. And so after all of that happened, like, that gave me a deeper appreciation of my life. And so that's really the main reason why I'm doing this even more, what I'm doing right now, because I just, I just realized that I was blessed and that we were blessed to survive all of that. I know my guardian angels was with me that night because I had my audio Bible playing the night when it happened, when I was getting my basket of laundry off the top of the dryer. And so anyway, I know that's the reason why we was protected and kept safe. But that's the reason why I'm here, man. So that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want others to know that even though I'm still going through all this right now, what I'm going through, I'm not giving up. So I'm just trying to get others to understand, don't give up. Just don't ever give up no matter what, man, because I know I'm not giving up. These wicked and evil people are not going to cause me to give up after all that they done did to me. And they must pay for what they did, even if it ain't in a criminal court of law, because the law of karma, whatever goes around, comes around, and it's going to come back around to them. So anyway, without any further ado, I would just like to go ahead and leave it at that with my testimony about what I survived. For those of y'all who may be new here, who don't know nothing about me. And then now I'm going to go ahead and, now we can just go ahead and get into the topic of the day. All right. So the topic of the day was going to be on how they saw your potential is what happened. So what they did was they tried to box you in and keep you small. They saw your potential, and so what they did was they tried to box you in and keep you small. But you realized that. You understood what they was doing, and you stopped it. You had to go into And the way you stopped it was you had to go into isolation mode away from them and deny them access to you. So access was officially denied. And you cut them all off, all the fakes in your life. That's what happened. And ever since that happened, I just been putting things together. But we're about to get into this topic, okay? So the topic of the day is going to be on how they saw your potential is what happened. So they tried to box you in, keep you small. But what you did was you had to isolate yourself away from them and deny them access to you. That's what you did. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. Let's go ahead and get into this topic. All right, so like I said, man, what happened was they tried to box you in and keep you small. And the reason why they did that was because they saw your potential. They saw your potential. You know, they knew and saw what you was doing, and they was jealous. So because of that, they tried to keep you small. They tried to keep you small, and then they used control and manipulation tactics to do that. Now, many of you who have been through this, and I know I've seen other people out there who have been through this, and they understand about all of this. And they have helped me a lot because they have seen and been through this and became aware of it. And that's what happened to me, was I became aware of it, but it took me a while before that really happened, okay? Like, before that really happened, I was not really fully aware of the situation at hand. I was just kind of like going off of autopilot and just doing what I normally do every day, man. You know, just living my daily life, just doing my daily thing, and not really fully aware of what they was doing. But now it's like I'm putting two and two together. And I want to circle back to what I was talking about before, like after they tried to make me small, after they tried to do what they tried to do, or after they tried to do this to you, if you're one of the ones who went through this, and you'll know if you are, if you're one of the ones who went through this. But and let me just get right past this section real quick, because you know, I'm going through here. I'm out here this morning. It's nice out here. You know, it's kind of like a little soft breeze, but it ain't as windy as it has been out here before. But anyway, you know, like I was saying, and to go back to where I was at, somebody was right through here in this area. So I just wanted to kind of, you know, get through this area real quick. But what I was saying, like what I was trying to say before was, so it's like they tried to make you small, and you already knew, you didn't really, like, you was just going about your daily thing. You know, you was just going about your daily life like you do every day. You was just going about your daily, okay, you was just working your 9 to 5, or you was doing your thing, your job, what you was doing, which was mundane, mediocre, and really had you in a low vibrational state, because it wasn't really what you was intended to do by the Most High. And it's still not what it never was what you was intended to do. And so, like, what happened was you became aware that what was happening to you was you were being manipulated, and it slowly happened. It's like it did not happen all at once, but you slowly became aware of it because you could see that you were staying stagnant, and that's not the way you are. Like you already saw your own capabilities a long time ago. And you was probably really, what you was doing was you was living way below that, or accepting less than that. You were accepting you were accepting way less than what you really deserve. What you really know that you really deserve. So anyway, you became aware to these manipulation tactics and how they was trying to keep you small through your job or whatever, your 9 to 5 or whoever you was working for. And then things happened, or doors closed that God closed or caused to close, so new doors could open. And that's what's happening for you, many of you right now. New doors are opening, and you are beginning to like really fully develop the way you should have a long time ago. But what happened was, and I put 2 and 2 together, because now when I think about everything that happened, and like what I told y'all about with my testimony at the beginning of the video, was what happened was it was right after I had went and did what I did when I went into isolation and separation mode from these individuals who was doing all this to me. It was right after all of that when the shooting occurred. So like I'm putting 2 and 2 together now. All up here. It's all beginning to make more sense now. And so like now, I know that really, the silence and the going into, isolation from these people, cutting them all off, really upset them. It really upset them, because once you stop the control and the manipulation, then they are desperate to regain that. They are desperate, and they will attempt anything to try to regain that type of control. And so now, like you are on a whole nother level. Now you are on a whole nother level, and you're finally, like I said, developing and becoming the person who you was always created to be. And it's just one day at a time that you're just climbing. You're just climbing and climbing and climbing every day. Every day climbing to the next level. And they don't like that now. They don't like that. But we out here, and it's a beautiful view this morning. And I'm just telling y'all how it is, man. Exactly how it is. And this is what happened to many of you. And the reason why was because it was evil what was done to you, because they wanted you to stay small and to stay in the box. But you're rising to the top every day. And that's what you're doing. And you're busting out the box that they tried to hold you in. And they don't like that now, but hey, it is what it is. You're not going to stay in that box. You're going to keep fighting every day, just like you're doing right now, climbing to the top every day. So, that's the message for today, man. And that's exactly what's going on right now for many of you. Many of you who are chosen, who are called to do a certain thing with your life for the Most High. Many of you have experienced this. And if you haven't, even if you haven't experienced this, then this is for others of you who may seek to improve your life, make yourself a better person. You are probably going to definitely, more than likely, experience this type of thing when people become jealous and envious of you and see your potential. So, but anyway, don't never let that stop you though, because I didn't let it stop me. And I know that, had I not started somewhere, we all have to start somewhere, man. As this bird is sitting right here on this ledge of this thing. What's up, bird? Hey, what's up? Anyway, as y'all can see him right there. I'm up here with the blackbird today, man. But anyway, like I said, man, you got to start somewhere though, so that's what I did. And every day, I'm out here doing this over and over again, repetitively, getting better and better each day. So that's the message for today, man. So till the next one, I hope y'all are having a great Thursday. And hey, tomorrow's Friday, man. So God bless. Till tomorrow on the next Walk and Talk. Peace.